Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Becca from Readings by the Empress and Loving Source Tarot, here to do your daily reading. All right, now this one I'm going to entitle, What Does Your Next Few Months Bring? What might my next few months bring? And a lot of times we get general themes, but we'll see. We sometimes get something more specific. All right, so I ask you to choose the sacred plant that resonates with you. And we will begin. Okay. All right. Pile number 1, you chose the blueberry. And blueberries are a symbol of joy and happiness. They bring contentment and satisfaction in life and trust. All right, love it. Okay. So let's see what Lightseers Tarot has for you, pile number 1, regarding your next few months. 4 of Cups and the Page of Coins. Okay. And from True Heart Intuitive Tarot, we have the 3 of Wands and we have the 10 of Coins. Okay. And from Night Wait, we have the Chariot and we have the Ace of Cups. All right, interesting. Okay, and we will clarify using the Rider-Waite-Smith. And let's see, you've got the Chariot. So in other words, something is really taking off. And I sense that you already kind of know what is really taking off quickly, either right in your life or around your life in a way that impacts your life. And Ace of Cups, we have Source right away coming and offering you love and care, comfort, and joy. So 3 of Wands, that's looking for something further out in the future, efforts to pay off. 10 of Coins, I like that. That's about stability of family or stability of money or other sources of physical stability. The 10 of Coins. Sometimes that's even somebody on the other side, a loved one on the other side, because it's the generations card, it's the legacy card. So sometimes it's even somebody on the other side helping you to gain greater security. I'm talking practical security with those coins, with those pentacles. Right? And 4 of Cups and Page of Pentacles. My gosh, you've got all kinds of help coming from the universe in the next few months. Emotionally and either financially or with another physical manifestation of abundance and security. And 4 of Cups. Okay, so you know what I'm seeing here? Let me clarify this. I think I know what I'm seeing here. 2 of Wands. Yep, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so there's 2 paths ahead of you. Please look on them as an adventure. But the 4 of Cups tells me that there might be, it's not terrible. These cups are upright. You know what I mean? They're filled with sources of emotional fulfillment. They're good, but there's some dissatisfaction, maybe in some of the news that, some of the offers from the universe or the news or the messages or some of the cups that you're offered in the next few months. You have a choice, is what I'm hearing. The 2 of Wands, and otherwise everything's fine. I mean, it really is. There's stability here. Everything is fine. You are making efforts that will indeed pay off in the future. Everything's okay, but I feel like there are 2 paths for you in the next few months. And you could either look to the cup, you know, because here always Source is offering another cup, right? That the person usually does not see. Let me see how they depict that in this card. Yeah, in Lightseers Tarot, it's right down here. That the person often does not see because they are focused on the cups they didn't like so much. You know, the ones that were, the messages weren't so great emotionally. So I feel like that you can choose one direction or another. And this is a much more active direction. It's sort of like, I will make, I'm doing my own thing. It's sort of like that. It's sort of like, I have my own adventure here. I have my own priorities. I have my own goal, and I'm just going to go along assuming everything's okay. It's like that. I am hanging on to it, and I am going to assume everything's okay. So do what is most exciting and inviting to you. Take that goal, that purpose. There's another path, but this man has his back to it because perhaps it's not as good. It's not like it's terrible. It's just not as good. So a direction, and wands are never so much a detailed plan. Those are swords, but wands are a direction. I'm going this direction. And page of coins, it looks like to me like universe is going to cooperate with you and offer you sources of security, offer you help in building your security, offer you, that means probably good health too, by the way. Yes, but I got to tell you, I really feel like it's all dependent upon which path you take. And I think the path might be a mindset. I think it might be a mindset. Like, this is what is most preferred for me. This priority is most preferred for me. This direction is most preferred. I'm going with it. Even if there's a chariot, something unexpected happening and taking off. But the chariot is a supernatural card. And a lot of times it feels unsettling, and it is indeed out of our control, but it lands us in a new place somewhere in the heavens where we were supposed to land, That the hermit too is definitely going to give you all the wisdom that you need, the guidance that you need. Because obviously you are able to access the hermit, the fact that that comes up in your reading. And the Three of Wands means, yes, of course, just, you put in your effort, it does indeed pay off, as it should. So if you are putting in any efforts right now, hoping that your ship comes in later, and maybe you're doing this through the Hierophant, and the Hierophant can be government, it can be contracts, it can be education, it can be the medical field, a medical treatment plan, it can be a lot of different things. A contract, like I said, you're entering into human organization, just any kind of human organization. So you may be putting into some efforts in a way that just makes sense. It just makes good logical sense with the way things run around here, and they will pay off. This is saying to me, continue, right? Continue on that path if that's your wand, if that's your path. The 10 of coins. I feel like something comes along that wants to make you feel destabilized, that wants to say, oh no, I don't like hearing about this, I don't like hearing about that. But you're getting a lot of reassurance in this reading that please keep doing the thing that's most preferred for you. Keep moving in the direction you think you're supposed to move in, because it will pay off. And then we have the 9 of Swords. So that's worry. Yeah, of course, that really fits with what my reading here of the Chariot. Then we have Ace of Cups. So Source is not only helping you with maybe your health or your money or whatever financial security, but Source is also indeed helping you to feel better with good emotions, with feeling trust, right? With the blueberry, trust. Yes, and joy and happiness even. And there's a victory that's coming in that helps to reinforce for you that yes, I can have that victory. I can have those victories. And in fact, there might be an unexpected one with the Chariot. That's interesting to me. So yes, I feel like they're saying definitely feel good about the next few months. And that you indeed have a choice. And you will take the right choice. Keep focused on what you are doing, where your life is going. And that Source is going to cooperate with you everywhere to make it happen. All right. I sure hope that is helpful to you, pile number 1. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading on your next few months. All right, you chose the alfalfa plant. Alfalfa is very interesting. It is symbolic of health, prosperity, good fortune. It's a money drawing herb and protection of existing assets. That's what the alfalfa is, which I think is kind of interesting because if you have any kind of agricultural background at all, you know alfalfa is considered a very nourishing plant for livestock. So, and it's a very rich plant. In fact, you cannot feed only alfalfa to certain animals, large animals, or else they get trouble because it's so rich. So this is about prosperity. Wonderful. I like that. Okay, so now what have you from Lightseer's Tarot pile number 3? We have the 10 of Cups and we have the King of Cups. All right. From the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, we have the King of Coins, King of Pentacles, and we have the 7 of Discs. From the Night Wait, we have the Hermit. What a beautiful Hermit. And the Judgment card. Oh goodness, you have the Major Arcana, don't you, pile number 2? All right, so there are some significant things happening in the next few months. Let's see. I like the King of Cups and 10 of Cups because that you've got all kinds of signs of stability here. So King of Cups is, of course, wise and, of course, deep, emotionally intuitive, really can read other people well. Compassionate. So that King of Cups is your energy in this reading, I believe. But then we also have King of Coins, King of Discs, Pentacles. Yes, so the stability and the security and the prosperity is also something that you excel at. And so it looks to me like you can feel pretty good about the next few months for stability. Emotionally, 10 of Cups, that's about family, feeling basically secure, emotionally secure. And King of Coins, that's like stability in health and wealth and other sources of physical, practical security. You really do go with the flow. You're able to move through the waves just fine. You have clarity and good judgment. Okay, let me see about the 7. The Hermit is sometimes spending more time alone. It sometimes is just a little bit more meditative, a little more relying on your inner strength, because you have plenty of it with this King of Cups. You've got a lot of internal resources. And let me see the 7 of Coins. That one suggests that the harvest is rich, but the worker is not entirely satisfied with it. So that's interesting. Let's see. I'm not really getting the meaning of this card. As I look at the art, there's stones shaped like people's faces. Interesting. It's like, but the harvest is rich. Usually that card sort of means that somebody's worried they don't have enough, though, or there's something involved with the nature of their work, the nature of the way that they harvest their abundance that is a little off or a little dissatisfying. And these faces could mean sort of that there might be people involved in your work or in your source of financial stability that, some trouble there. It's minor trouble. This is a minor arcana. And like I said, the harvest is indeed rich. Okay, so let me pull some cards and see what this means. We have the Judgment Angel ×2. So you definitely have clarity and good judgment. Let me see. 2 of Coins. Okay, so for some of you, there is an issue with your work or with your path to your financial means, right? There is some issue with it. Maybe it is difficult to juggle. Maybe it's a lot of work to juggle your sources of security to keep everything going. You have very good judgment with it. If this is any trouble at work, you have great clarity. You can see exactly what is going on and you make good decisions. Okay. The next few months, now I'm saying if a lot because this is the kind of reading where different people will resonate with different interpretations. So I'm offering all of them, right? So for some of you, if there's been something just that is unsatisfying about work or about your means to financial independence, financial sustenance, this will be a time you maybe make a decision because you have good clarity. So it may cause you to make a decision. Knight of Swords, yeah, it might cause you like you have the beginning of a plan already, and that might mature to the Knight, like that plan may keep developing. So for some of you, this is that, or Knight of Swords can be, you may speak out, you may say something that is sort of definitive. Let me see. But you use good judgment with that. So this can also be someone coming at you with sort of aggressive words. Or very, very blunt, even argumentative. This could even be somebody coming at you. And Six of Cups would suggest to me that's happened. This isn't new. So for some of you, there's some dissatisfaction with work that you will be getting you already have a lot of clarity about it. That will just grow. And you may make a decision. For some of you, this is simply you've been balancing too much. You've been juggling too much. And this can be work and home. This can be work and health. This can be any sources of physical security. Maybe you are the nimble juggler. You sure do it, but maybe it's been a lot so that you might feel like, I wish I could make a change, but do I have enough security? And I would think that the King of Coins would say yes. And maybe it's even the emotional insight and intuitive insight that's needed. And those are both very mature in you. So let us see now. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah. And Source helping you with your emotions through this. That's the Hermit. Yes. Your spiritual connection with Source or with your guides or whatever you may call it. It brings comfort, maybe hopefulness, maybe joy even. So your spiritual life is likely to be quite strong in the next few months and rewarding. Let's see, this 10 of Cups, I like that. If you have family you get concerned about, everybody's okay. The 7 of Cups is, things might look uncertain, but basically underneath it all, it's all right, Interesting. Anything else, Source? 10 of Wands, right. I just feel like you do a lot. Maybe it's that you're bringing it home, though. That 10 of Wands is a completion card, and it can sometimes be, and he's plenty of strong, isn't it? And he's bringing those wands home. Maybe you're in the last stretch of something in the next few months where you're going to bring it home. Very interesting. Well, I sure hope this is meaningful to you. I think there's a lot of strength within you, obviously, with these cards, and tendency towards stability. And I just feel like there's something you need to, you'll be working on changing to make things more manageable, maybe with that 2 of Coins. Or more, fit you better emotionally. Make it nicer for you emotionally. Yeah. Well, I thank you all so much, and I will see you at the next one, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. Now you chose the Gooseberry. All right, and the Gooseberry can be can bring spiritual ecstasy, quite a moment in meditation perhaps, or prayer. Abundance, anticipation, it keeps evil away. Oh, it embodies Lord Vishnu. Oh, interesting. So the gooseberry, it seems to be, there's abundance implied, and protection as well. Cool. Okay, so from the Light Seers Tarot, oh, whoops, this is the Ace of Swords, but reversed. And it is the 10 of Coins. Okay, from the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, we have the 8 of Swords, and we have the 2 of Wands. And from Night Wait, we have the Moon, and we have the Tower reversed. Interesting. I didn't know I had reversals here. All right. Well, they must be for a reason. So let's look at your next few months, pile number 3. Okay. You have 2 major arcana, right? Interesting. Yeah. So the Moon is the major arcana that is upright. Oh, and the Tower is reversed. To me, this means this. If there's been a Tower, something that's happened that seems to change things, or shakes things up a little bit, or a lot of it, honor your intuition over the Tower. That's what I see very clearly. Honor your intuition over the Tower. Let's see, because there are things you cannot know with the Moon. So in other words, if there has been a Tower moment, or if there is, I almost feel like it's more like a general occurrence, like not like one instant. We don't have the Chariot here. I almost feel like it's just something that you probably already know. But in any case, I guess I see this go with the calmness and the serenity of the Moon, and your groundedness in your own intuition, and don't let it shake you up. That's what I'm seeing. Don't let it shake you up any more than is absolutely necessary. It's that kind of thing. And 8 of Coins, focus on, sometimes it's when we don't know what's going on next with that Moon card, and we really do need to trust our intuition moment by moment. Sometimes it is better to focus on learning something new, or being productive, or creating something physical with our hands. Seriously. Sometimes it's really a good idea, because I really feel like there's a caution here, like, because the Tower is reversed, it's like, it looks like things will be shaken up, but then they're not. That's what that is, right? Because look at, now in the Tower cards, something strikes the Tower and there are people falling, right? These two are not falling, are they? Because they're coming back up to the Tower. Right? Because it's reversed. So it's not going to shake you up like you think it's going to shake you up, is what I'm hearing. So in other words, go by your intuition. It is okay. And the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. Oh my gosh, you guys. I didn't know there was a reversal in this deck. Okay, that is just the wildest thing, that we get the Tower reversed times 2. In other words, Spirit really means it. That there is anything that looks like a Tower, it's not going to be a Tower for you. That's really, really what I'm hearing here. It might look like it changes everything. It looks like it shakes everything. It's not a Tower for you. You can focus. You can focus on your intuition, and you can focus on what will expand your security, your abundance, your learning. So we have this 8 of Swords. This makes so much sense. And the 2 of Wands, there are 2 paths. Okay, this makes so much sense. So the 8 of Swords is sort of like, I can't move forward. I have this because of this, this, and this. But all those swords are thoughts. And that person, of course, we know is not truly tied up. She can just wiggle out of those bonds and take her blindfold off and walk right through those swords. And in fact, in this deck, she's like rising up out of them anyway. So it's sort of like, you are not trapped. You do not have to think about this, this, and this before you move forward. You do not. Look at this. Her hair is like pulling out the swords. It's interesting. Sometimes I see the swords once in a while as facts or plans that do indeed need to be taken care of before we can move forward. But look at, she's taking care of them, one after the other. And the Two of Wands, that's two paths, two main goals, two main priorities. It's also the adventurer card, right? The world adventurer. He's looking out over the sea in the Rider-Waite. And the world is in his hands. And which path do I take? Or do I take both and alternate? So I think the Two of Wands is saying there's two paths here. You can move forward as if there is no tower, because they're telling me, please do that. or you can be in the Eight of Swords and feel like you can't move forward until this or that or the other thing. And then they're telling me, no, you absolutely can move forward. And if you have trouble staying in your intuition, then right, physical activity will help you. Creating something with your hands, perhaps. Making money, perhaps, but learning something, maybe. That is the apprentice. So we have the Ace of Swords reversed and the Ten of Coins. Okay, so now the Ace of Swords a lot of times is that's our message, our clarity from source. You might not be feeling it. You might not be feeling like you've got a lot of clarity or an epiphany from source yet. In which case, the moon makes a lot of sense. You just take the next step. The moon card is all about using our intuition, trusting in times of uncertainty. Really, it is. Trusting in source energy and our own source energy within, and trusting that we don't need to see far ahead. So I think the Ace of Swords reverse is sort of telling me you might not feel like you're getting clarity. Hierophant. It might have to do with something that is usually predictable, but now isn't. It might have to do with, well, you know, the Hierophant is sort of the way we think things should be, or it's human organizations, institutions, professions, contracts, governmental issues, things like that. So there might be a sense that you don't have clarity regarding something regarding perhaps a contract, or perhaps like one of those categories I just listed. Something that usually would be predictable, but now is not. That's okay. Or you don't have clarity about, should I sign a contract? Should I consult with an expert? Sometimes that's the Hierophant. Should I get involved in this group, this organization? So there might be just a lack of clarity right now. And that's okay, because, you know, it's okay not to have clarity right now. The Ten of Coins is basically, oh yeah, of course, and the King of Coins. So that's stability. That's all about stability here. You do have stability in your life. Your needs are met, and they will be met in the next few months. You have achieved a certain level of stability there. So I think this is about taking the path of intuition and not worry. Taking the path that is your next adventure. Because there might be towers that are just not affecting you. That's what I'm seeing. All right. And I think clarity, I think this turns upward clarity about decision making, about how you see things. I think that changes, you know, that gradually changes in the next few months with your just moving forward, minding your own wand, right? Your own goal, your own priority, your own path, and it works. It works. All right. Well, I sure hope that is helpful. Thank you so much, pile number 3. We'll see you next time.